Hello guys! In this episode I'm going to show you how to make delicious salted caramel squares with raspberry and chocolate. Yum yum! I made this a few days ago and they were quite a hit in our house, so I'm going to show you how to make them as well. These are free from refined sugars, so the sweetness comes from natural ingredients. They're also gluten-free and vegan. By the way, if you like this type of content, be sure to like this video, and also if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. For this recipe, you will need a good blender or a food processor. The ingredients for our base are 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, which we will melt in a microwave, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 6 medjool dates, pitted. These beauties are rich in fiber. 100 grams of almonds and walnuts. Salt, just a pinch or so, goes well with chocolate. For our toppings, 100 grams of raspberries, but feel free to add up to 150 grams depending on how thick you want the layers. I'm using the ones I have in my freezer, but you can use fresh ones. We will need more dates for our caramel. These are 20. These are a mix of 2 variations of dates because I ran out of classic medjool ones that I'm using. And half of a chocolate bar or 100 grams of dark chocolate, although you can use 2/3, which will spread much easier. In the food processor, we're going to add our dates, our mix of almonds and walnuts, our chia seeds, cacao powder, coconut oil. However, before we do, we are going to melt it in a microwave for 30 to 60 seconds. There it goes. Here's our coconut oil, which goes straight into our mixture. A couple of pinches of salt will intensify the flavor of our chocolate. We'll pulse our ingredients on a high speed for 1 minute exactly. Now we'll transfer this to a tray covered with a parchment or a baking sheet. We will press on our mixture, spreading it across the tray, and done. In a pan, we will add our either frozen or fresh raspberries to create a marmalade type of texture. With fresh raspberries, you could also add them in a small blender and pulse for a minute or so. This is up to you. Either way works well. As you can see, it is slowly turning into a marmalade, and it smells incredible. This takes approximately 8 minutes. You can have the heat high initially and then turn it to medium heat so you don't overcook or burn them. We're going to transfer the raspberries to our tray with a base and spread across. Look at this beauty. Next, we're making our caramel, which is super easy actually. We're adding the rest of our dates into a food processor, and we're also going to add 3 to 4 pinches of salt. I will also add just a little bit, look at this, really a little bit of water to make the processing easier. Then we're going to pulse on high speed for approximately 1 minute. The caramel will be super thick. Don't worry, it is meant to be like that. You have to get your fingers involved, but why not? I'm using mine to get the caramel on the tray. Using a tablespoon for spreading helps a lot. As you will spread the caramel across the tray, it will get mixed with the raspberry marmalade, which will assist with the spreading. Look at this! Isn't it already beautiful? We have one more step left. So our final preparation is to melt the chocolate. There are two ways to do it. One, filling the pan with water, then adding a deep dish like the one I'm showing and melting the chocolate within that. I'm lazy though, so I'm actually going to add the chocolate straight to the pan, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of coconut oil. This will help get the chocolate off the pan quicker afterwards. Like I said, you can actually use more chocolate or add 2 more tablespoons of coconut oil if you wish the quantity of chocolate to be a little bit more. Okay, so I'm a geek at this, but I love the moment when I press on the chocolate for the first time when it starts to melt. Look at this. It's amazing, right? Stir through until it melts fully. And transfer it to the tray. Spread with a spoon, and we will add this in the freezer for at least an hour. And voila! Let's cut it in squares. How yum! And look at the different layers and also the layer of the caramel. How cool does it look? These are great treats and you can have them straight from the freezer as an ice cream, I guess, or you can leave them at room temperature for like a minute before you enjoy them. Either way, they're fantastic. And if you wonder if I have a similar recipe on my channel, I definitely do. It's chocolate tahini bites, and I will provide you the link to those beauties in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button. It means the world to me. Do comment, I'd like to hear your thoughts, and if you're new around here, do subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I'm signing off and I will see you in the next episode.